Welcome everyone to Belinda's Country Living. Today we are going to have a basic meatloaf. Very simple to make. My guess is about 10 minutes you could throw this together, put it in the oven. Now I haven't done any videos in a couple weeks. I have been under the weather a little bit. I've been sick with an acute sinus infection. And let me tell you, this is the 13th day. And this is the first day that I have felt like doing any cooking at all. And I realized that there's things in the refrigerator that needs to be done, cooked, so it doesn't go bad. So, what I've got here in my big glass bowl is I have 3 pounds of hamburger. I used the 73% lean. I like the grease. So you've got 3 pounds of hamburger. You're gonna put some pepper and, just a little dab, little bit of salt. Don't really measure anything, just throw it in there and it's gonna be good. I've got 2 eggs. Lightly whip these eggs up. That way to distribute the meat evenly. And just pour that in there. You're going to use 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And I use the Italian style breadcrumbs. It gives you a little bit of flavor in your meatloaf. And you're going to use about a cup. I should have had that already over here, but I didn't. This is a half a cup right here. So I'm going to use, I'd say a 3/4 of a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. I like to put a little bit of mustard, just a squirt. A little bit of ketchup, just a squirt. And I have 1 small onion already chopped. That was a small onion. So I want to put that in there. And I don't think I'm going to use all that. And I normally use a green pepper or a red pepper. Some calls them mangoes. But because I'm using what I have in my refrigerator, I haven't been to the grocery store. Like I said, I've been sick. So, yeah, I'm not putting any green peppers in it today because I don't have any. You're going to use 1 packet of McCormick's meatloaf seasoning. And just sprinkle that in there. You're going to use 3/4 cup of milk. Just dump that in there. And I may even use a little bit more, just depends on how the texture feels when I get done. Now my hands are clean. I don't stir this up. I get right in there and use my hands. It's not going to hurt nothing. And just mix that in there. And don't forget, while you're doing this, preheat your oven. I'm sorry, I'm still having a lot of drainage from this infection I got going on. But just mix that real well. The eggs, the onion. This is a quick meal. And when I shape this, I'm going to shape it into like a rectangle. Because we like to have the leftovers. And I cut them in and we make meatloaf sandwiches. Or do whatever you do. But I like to shape this into a rectangular shape. And now that we have all that mixed up, just form it. And I use aluminum pan because I do not like washing. I do not like washing the pans. They can get pretty nasty. So use them, throw them in the trash. So you want to preheat your oven to 375, and you will bake this for about an hour. I'm done with that. Look at that. Now, how quick was that? Go ahead and shape this. I'm going to shape it kind of a rectangular shape, square, whatever you want to call it. Pat it up. Pat it down. As you can see, there you go. And I like to take and put a little dent in the top of it. Make a little well in it. And I'm going to put this in the oven. And I'm going to bake this for about 30 minutes before I put sauce on top of it. I'll set this aside. I'm going to wash my hands. Tonight when my grandkids get home from school, they'll get home about 20 to 4. They'll have dinner, and we're going to have meatloaf and mashed potatoes and peas. Excuse me again. So for my sauce, I'm just going to put some ketchup. And I'll use quite a bit of this. I eyeball it. A little squirt of mustard. We're going to have some Worcestershire sauce. Just a little dab of that. And some brown sugar. I use a container for my brown sugar, and I had noticed that my brown sugar dries out if I just dump it in the container, so I always leave it in the bag. And just eyeball it. Just dump you some brown sugar in there. That's all you gotta do. Don't measure nothing around here. I have a hard time when I do have a recipe. I have a hard time following it because I just do my own thing. I like to make it my own. And you're gonna mix this up really well, and it's really good. And when I bake that meatloaf, like I said, about 30 minutes, then I'm going to put a little bit of this on top. Oh, I am so sorry, people. But my sinuses, oh. I have been on prednisone 6 days. I finished that up. And I've got amoxicillin, 500 milligrams, and I've got 2 more days of that. But like I said, today's been 13 days. And it is clearing up. And I feel a lot better today. The worst part about the sinus infection is the throbbing of your upper teeth. Oh, good Lord. There was times I sat and laid and I thought, oh, if I could just yank my teeth out, I would feel much better, but don't want to do that. So this is the sauce. So when the meatloaf gets done, people, I will get back with you and I'll show you the results of the meatloaf. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, but boy, I gotta get back at this. So don't forget to leave your comments. I am back, everyone. It has been exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Like I said before, I cooked the meatloaf for 30 minutes. Then I uncovered it, and then I spreaded my sauce over top of it. And then I put it back in the oven, let it cook for another 30 minutes, and I just kept basting it with my ketchup sauce. And it is done, and boy, does it smell good. And there it is in the pan, as you can see. I'm going to lift this out, put it on a platter. And this dinner's going to be almost done by the time the boys get home. Now, it doesn't get any better than this, let me tell you. So let's cut a piece. Oh yeah. Just look at that. And I'm still gonna put some more sauce on top. Them grandkids, they love this sauce. And then what is left, I will refrigerate. And then tomorrow when we have leftover meatloaf, then I'll put this on top of our sandwiches. This is just awesome meatloaf. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see without me holding. And there you have it. It doesn't get any better than this. Look at that. Just out of the oven. Now I'm going to take you over here to the stove. And we are having... I'm doing this video on my phone. So there's the gravy. I've already made the gravy. We have potatoes still going. And we have buttered carrots. It's just hard. I'm still learning all of this. But about 10 minutes, I'll be doing the mashed potatoes. And dinner will be done. And what we're going to have for dessert, I don't know yet. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, I used 3 pounds of hamburger, 73% lean. I used 2 eggs, salt, pepper, 1 packet of McCormick's meatloaf seasoning, breadcrumbs, and a cup of milk. Mix that all together. Oh, and don't forget the onions. Gotta have the onions. and about 3/4 cups of onions. So don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my videos. Until the next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day and God bless.